it's what Spurs do all the time. They buy bang average players, overinflated prices, and they tell you that it's good.
Troy Deeney slams Spurs summer spending so far. Do you agree, though? This is Adam FC. Welcome to the video, everybody. We're talking about pundits going in on what Spurs are doing this summer. In particular, Troy Deeney and his outburst, his slamming of Spurs' business so far this season. And you can tell by what Troy Deeney is saying here that he really means it. He doesn't feel convinced one bit. This is what Troy Deeney said on the players that Spurs have bought in already this summer.
Let's just go with it anyway. So Fernandes, 85 million.
Yeah.
He's been relegated last season and he got relegated the season before. So back-to-back relegations, and he's going to come in and what? Change your mentality. So there's one thing about getting relegated is you get used to losing. So if you do that for one season, okay, fair enough, it's a bad year. But you've done that back-to-back seasons, now he's going to come in and change the mentality. I don't think so. Van Hecke, decent, solid player. Why is he going to Spurs? Why is Spurs the team? If he's the top 6 player, why is he not going to any of these top 6 clubs?
Right.
Andy Robertson, love Andy Robertson, been fantastic. He's going in to add leadership qualities and all that. Not the player he once was. The boy Senesi from Bournemouth, you've got a free transfer. The whole market's yours. You land at Spurs. I'm sorry, but I'm not really blown away by this.
So you're baffled as to why this is a destination for some of these players.
But it's what Spurs do all the time. They buy bang average players, overinflated prices, and they tell you that it's good.
Okay, so let's break that list down then, and let's see if you do agree, and get into the comment section and let me know if you think that Troy Deeney is right here or he's way over the mark. He started with Fernandes. Obviously, that's the biggest one. Beating Manchester United to the signing of the young Portuguese midfielder. Of course, I'm a United fan, so you could think that I would be going with Troy Deeney here. Sour grapes and bitterness and all of that. So look, I kind of agree with the relegation side of things. He's been relegated twice. I used this in an argument against the actual price of the player, not particularly the quality of the player. I think he's a good player. I think he has got qualities to become a very, very good player, maybe even excellent. And Troy Deeney's pretty much just slamming his attitude and his mentality here. You've gone from 2 relegations to a relegation-threatened side that was Spurs last season. Is that going to make a difference? I think that one is a little bit wide of the mark. I think Fernandes has got qualities there. So I disagree in half. It's like a 50-50 split for me, that one with Fernandes. He's not worth that money, as we all know, but do 2 relegations really put you off a player coming in? Can you see past them relegations into the quality of the player? Well, Real Madrid did. PSG did, Arsenal were, Manchester United were. Would it have been the same conversation if any of them top clubs would have bought Fernandes? So first option, I don't agree, with Troy Deeney on that one. Van Hecke of Brighton, this is a weird one because it's average for average in a way. If you are a top mid defender, then you go to one of the top clubs, Troy Deeney is saying here. But then again, does he class himself as a top defender? Like, he's a full international. He's playing in the World Cup for Holland, so you would have thought so, wouldn't you? So, yeah, I do see where Deeney's going with this one. I think Van Hecke at 52 million as well. You'd expect to be going for that money to a big club, someone who's challenging in the Champions League, would you not? Or does this show Spurs' ambition? Beating top clubs to these players. Interesting. Let me know what you think on that one. Again, I'm stuck with that. I get what he's saying, but there is an argument here that Spurs are just making sure and they're giving players no option. And then again, you could actually say, which is the case with all of these players, are they going obviously just for the money? Then you move on to the next one, Andy Robinson. I agree with this. Twilight of his career. He's playing out his days. He's into retirement league. He's into everything else. And yeah, forget it. That one is just an easy one to do. Senesi, I completely agree with him on this one. Troy Deeney is bang on the money with Senesi. And this is that he had the whole market to choose from. So why the hell is he going to Spurs? This is probably why a lot of people are siding with Troy Deeney, and this is going semi-viral at the moment. Before we carry on, today's video sponsor is Oxford Natural. Now, look, we're all football fans. We're all guilty of it. Match days, takeaways, sat there all weekend watching and binge watching all the football on the TV, waiting for the latest transfer news and breaking news to come through about our clubs. And before you know it, looking after yourself gets pushed down the list. That's where Oxford Naturals Optimum Day and Night supplements come in. First of all, you have Optimum Day, designed around energy and cravings and helping keep people on track. Then you have Optimum Night, based more around sleep and helping people recover properly. Nobody's saying it's magic, nobody's saying it's going to do the work for you, but with a commitment to making positive changes, some people have seen some impressive results. Take, for instance, former England striker Michael Owen, who lost 35 pounds on his day and night plan. You can check out Michael Owen's story alongside many others on the link below. If you're thinking it's about time I sorted myself out, then it is definitely worth giving it a go. The QR code is on the screen. The link is in the description. Make sure you use code ADAMFC on checkout to get 70% off your first order. Now back to the football. Senesi ends up at Spurs. It's a good point that Troy Deeney makes there. If you can take your pick of the clubs, why have you gone to Spurs? Again, you've got that money argument there. Free transfer, you could have been taking the pick of anybody. So Troy Deeney's gone in big there on that one, I think in particular as well. The issue with what Troy Deeney said in that mini rant there, and this has been clipped up on all social media, I'm thinking, hang on a minute, where's Sandro Tonali in all of this? Where I would love to be agreeing with Troy Deeney fully on this, I'm also looking at this and asking the question, where is Sandro Tonali? Because at the end there, Troy Deeney actually says that it's the thing that Spurs do. They sign bang average players and make it sound good. Is that right, though, when it comes to the likes of Sandro Tonali? I disagree with Deeney on that one. I'd have taken Tonali and Fernandes at Manchester United. And I think most Premier League clubs at the top end of the table would. Later on in this video, Simon Jordan actually goes on to say, and maybe this is what's happening now, and you could call into question the character of these players. Why are they going to Spurs? Because the obvious question that's going to be asked is, are they going to Spurs because of the money? Look, it doesn't matter now. Spurs have got these players. They've also got the Dubravka in. They're going for Savinho and they're also going for Junior Krupe now as well. They would feel like they are in a European challenging position if they bought them players in also, on top of what we have just described here and Troy Deeney's opinion of them. It's an interesting one because I get where he's coming from, but not mentioning Tonali in that mini rant. And I'm only saying this because this is the part of the video that has been clipped up and put out over social media. It's done because obviously people are reacting to it. And I think missing Tonali out has kind of killed it in a way, is my overall opinion on this, because everybody rates Sandro Tonali. Well, most people rate Sandro Tonali. You'll have some people that don't like him and don't think he is as good as what people are saying, but look, he is a quality player. He's in the same sort of bracket as Elliot Anderson, and no one's mentioned Elliot Anderson's 116 million move to Manchester City here. So where I would like to fully agree with Troy Deeney, and he is right in what he's saying, and later on in this clip and in the video, the talk of players going to Spurs for money, I'm fully on board with. But are these average players? Are they bang average players like what Troy Deeney is saying here? This is the interesting bits, and this is what I want your comments in on as well, please, everybody, on the video. Let me know what you think. Get into the comment section below. Is Troy Deeney right? Are these bang average players? And this is Spurs doing a Spurs, convincing everybody that they're doing well. Are they overpaying? Conversation to be had there, isn't there? Let me know in the comment section, please, everybody. Get your thoughts in below on that topic. Of course, make sure that you do hit the like button on the video as well, and subscribe to Adam FC. And I'll see you all in the next video. Cheers for watching.